Ooh, been a minute. I had to, remember how to do that shit real quick. You feel me? What it do, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Heeks Hot Takes brought to you live from the dungeon. Should I start calling it the dungeon? No, that shit corny. That's corny, huh? Okay, all right. We not gonna do that then. We not gonna do that. Hey, look at the little addition up in the right corner. Up in the right corner though. You see that logo? Ooh, that shit kind of crispy, huh? Yeah, I've been lacking. Been lacking on the logo tip, but got some stuff cooking. I got another one I really want to drop, but I think I really want to wait till we get that squared away, if you feel me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've tuned in before, if you've never tuned in, and when you're about to tune in again in the future, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. This week's hot takes. This is where we talk hot takes, just like the name implies. Um, a lot of the times they're gonna be centered around sports for sure. But in the off season and other times as such, we can definitely go to other places. But um, you know, the platform will be sports. But to say we won't branch out into other hot takes here and there, that would be a miscommunication of some sorts. Kyle, man, appreciate you for pulling up. First time listener, and I know it ain't gonna be the last time you heard me. If you guys are posting comments on Facebook, I can see them. I got the comments pulled up, so I can interact with y'all. I'm still trying to get it so that I can get the comments like to pull up on StreamYard. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm gonna play with that a little bit, just so that maybe I can uh like have the ability to actually pull your comments up on the screen so people can look at them and stuff. So while y'all are here tuning in, remember like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff to make sure that we are touching. Pause. I was about to say some no diddy stuff real quick. Okay. Um, to make sure that we are reaching the masses. Make sure we are reaching the masses. There we go. So, my boy, what it do? So, yeah, hey, wait till you see the so I'm gonna just send it to you. So the other logo goes crazy. Like absolutely nuts. So luckily Balake, she drew a picture for me and then like hey, I did the rest, man. I've been lacking, but I've been scared. I've been that old man who's been like, I don't want to turn my life and soul to AI because what I'm saying, whatever gonna happen, happen. But at this point, whatever gonna happen, happen, right? So I was like, whatever. They got this one on Google, on the Google phone that's already built in. It's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. How y'all doing this morning? Everybody good? Everybody good? What's new? Shavar, seen you just tapping in, man. I hope everything's safe down there. Man, praying for all the victims down there. Uh, in the hurricane areas being affected, bro. That ain't no joke, man. I seen some of the videos, like people just being crazy out there, people just want to make content and they out there just they risking their life for all that stuff. It's like, what are we doing? Like go be safe. Please stop. Damn, Kyle, y'all got hit. Oh man, I hate to hear it, bro. Hope y'all good, man. For real, for real. Hope y'all good. Good, Shavar. Good. I'm glad to hear it, brother. For sure. I'm glad to hear it. Um, hot take: Caleb Williams is a bum. That's what Kyle says. You know what? I'm not mad at that hot take. Honestly, I know some people that would be, but I honestly don't think that hot take is. I don't think that's that hot of a hot take. If you catch my drift. uh, we'll go into it a little bit when we start breaking down the Bears Rams game, but I don't know. I don't see it yet, man. I really don't see it. Like with the defense like that, it should be better. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, but whatever. Anyways, let's start breaking down these games, y'all. Man, let's get to it. As we break down these games, don't feel welcome to comment, ask any questions. If you got any fantasy questions, if you got any gambling questions, any of that type of stuff, go ahead, throw it out. And we'll get it cracking. Okay. So first game we gonna start off today with Bengals at the Carolina Panthers. Hate to say it, but if you tune into the last show, you already know how I feel about Bryce Young. And the proof is in the pudding after game 1, right? I mean, you're not gonna tell me you switch the quarterback up and everything's just okay all of a sudden. And now you putting up almost 40 points. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work. That's not You're not gonna convince me the quarterback wasn't the issue. So with that being said, this is a whole brand new Panthers team that we got to look at as such, right? Not only is this a brand new Panthers team, this is my favorite angle, right? My favorite narrative ever to follow, especially when it comes to gambling, fantasy football, all that type of stuff. It's the revenge narrative, right? And we got a man, Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, the Chosen. I don't know if he's called the Chosen. I just said that. Andy Dalton, the man, the myth, the legend. Okay. If y'all are unfamiliar with the Andy Dalton story in Cincinnati, this man's birthday was on uh the trade deadline day. They benched him on trade deadline day on his birthday and did not trade him. He wants to throw for 5,000 yards on them today. I don't care what anyone says. As an athlete, that is what my mindset would be, right? I want to kill them. That is the coach. I'm throwing the ball 50 times today, and they're gonna feel this wrath. So I'm under the belief that Andy Dalton's about to go in today. Deontay Johnson was ruled questionable, but he's gonna be playing. Um, Trent Brown, right tackle for the Bengals, out for the year after last week. Uh Chuba been playing so well. Let's look at this Bengals defense here. This Bengals defense ranks 26th against the run, giving up 142 yards a game. Ah, Chuba could go. Chuba could have a crazy game. The Bengals pass defense is playing very well, but I also don't really trust in that either. Like the defense is suspect. So I'm with y'all in the comments. Exactly what y'all saying. I think Panthers up. They're an underdog at home. Like you could get the plus 4.5, or you could just take the money line. I really think they win today, and the Bengals sinking to 0-4. And it's time for Cincinnati to start pressing that panic button, the little red button. Yeah, start spamming that Jones, because y'all go 0-4, you cook. You're not going nowhere, especially with the Panthers overperforming, and you got to assume the Ravens will bounce back to reality. So I said the Panthers overperform. I meant Steelers overperforming. Let's take a look at the comments here. Kyle. You can want a lot of things, but against the abysmal Bengals DBs, I like your take. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, man, the whole defense just suspect. It's just the whole thing is just suspect. I definitely could see Chuba with 2 tuds today. I have him in a touchdown lay. I'll share some of those towards the end of the show. Some of the touchdown lays I got going, or some of the different gambles I got going. Balaka and I are gonna pull up to the Arizona Cardinals Washington Commanders game today. So we're gonna have boots on the ground. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna see what's good. So while we there, I'm not trying to be on my phone making bets. So I'm gonna share everything I got. Not everything, but most of what I got at the end of the show. I'm not saying everything because I'm a degenerate that has like 20 open bets. Hey, it only be for like $5 though. All right, next game. Broncos versus Jets. Okay, so some people might be able to say that this could be a revenge game too. All right, if y'all don't remember, last year, Sean Payton, back in the NFL, thinking he that thing, sniffing his own stuff. Okay. He came out and started talking mess about Nathaniel Hackett, right? Nathaniel Hackett, yes, so hey, little comment, answer the comments. I'm really excited about that game, so I am. We're gonna talk about it when we get to start breaking it down. But yeah, I think it's gonna be some fireworks in that game. Anyways, Nathaniel Hackett, right? Okay. They they brought this man, right, to coach specifically for Aaron Rodgers. Last year the Jets sucked. Okay. Not Hackett's fault. Quarterbacks were poor. Denver Broncos head coach Sean Payton fixed his mouth to start talking mess about Hackett, right? And Aaron Rodgers had the infamous "stop talking about my coach" press conference and all this other stuff, right? Okay, this is the first time that Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to face Sean Payton since those comments, and we all know Aaron Perk Rodgers, the Perkinator. Hey, that man was off the perks going crazy. Some of my favorite reels right now is watching Aaron Rodgers highlights with Future in the background. Oh man. But anyways, Aaron Rodgers petty wop. We know that. So he gonna want to come out here and kill Denver. Now we do know Denver has Pat Surtain, not best corner in the league by far. He's gonna be shadowing Garrett Wilson. So if you want to take some Garrett Wilson unders, I wouldn't be mad at you. It's kind of scary though, because the books are already accounting for that. It's at about 50, 58.5. So it's a scary number to put an under at for a receiver, but I mean he's gonna get that pass or tan coverage. So if you're gonna look elsewhere, fantasy wise or gambling wise, this could be a Lazard game, this could be a Conklin game, this could be a Brees Hall game, Braylon Allen could fall into the end zone. You see the Jets kind of looking elsewhere, not challenging Sertan. But I do see the Jets winning this one handily. Like, I don't think they'll have an issue competing against the Broncos. The Broncos did play a little bit better last week, but I don't have no faith in that. Um uh Bo Nix rushing yards is a sneaky add to some things if you want to add that to, some plays or whatever. He was out there running last week. So, what you think about running? That was Bo Nix. Yeah. Oh shit. All right. Key injuries in this one. CJ Mosley from the Jets. He's out. But other than that, we just got two good defenses and Rodgers on his petty mode. So I'd take the Jets and run or the under and run and call that that. Ooh, I forgot to change this. T. Oh man, I gotta produce my own show, bro. I gotta figure this out. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Let's look at these comments real quick. Tap in with the comments. Tap in with the comments. Kyle says just by 12. Lazard goes off. Wilson shut down by Sutton. Sertan, I'm assuming that means. Yeah, I agree with you with all those statements. I don't know about Jets by 12, but definitely could get there if the Broncos can't score. So, but yeah, Lazard going off and Wilson getting clamped up. I definitely see those things happening. Uh Soren asks, is Garrett Wilson ever gonna get going this year? Man, you you assume that eventually they will. They just, I mean, you're going against Sertan this week. They had San Fran week 1. They had Gonzo Island week what, 2 or 3 whenever they played the Patriots. I mean, secretly they've already gone against 2 of the top 5 corners in the league, if not 2 of the top 3 or 4 corners in the league. So, I do think positive regression is coming for Garrett Wilson when they start to hit a little bit of the softer parts of their schedule. So, yeah, I do think bounce back and better days are ahead for Garrett Wilson. You just got to be patient with it. In fantasy, this is what you would call a buy low, right? If you have somebody in your league who's getting frustrated with Garrett Wilson, they don't want to really sit there and wait for it. You engage them in trade talks. Yo, what I got to do to get Garrett Wilson? You get Garrett Wilson and hope for that bounce back. When he faces a little bit softer competition, right? Let's see here. Aaron Rodgers going for perk 30 tuds on me. Yo, I gained so much more respect when that's just crazy. He was out there spazzing off the perks. Kyle asks, "Who are the Broncos gonna run with going forward?" Can be, yeah, it's gonna be Knicks. You don't start Knicks and pull him, right? That's why Patriots didn't start Drake May right away. That's why the Vikings weren't gonna start McCarthy right away. That's why Penix hasn't started right away. If you start a rook and you constantly are pulling them, starting them, pulling them, starting them, their confidence is gonna be cooked, right? A perfect example is that Zach Wilson, right? The Jets did that to Zach Wilson. They started and pulled him, started and pulled him, and it's like that boy cooked. You know what I'm saying? If Zach Wilson would have been able to sit for a little bit and maybe learn from a vet, who knows what his career would have looked like. But they put him out there to make his mistakes, which is fair, whatever. If that's your choice, you want to do it, but you can't pull him and then put him back in. That's just not how you do it. So, um, yeah, I think they're do. I think they're if they're gonna do it right, they keep Knicks and let them play the whole year. Let the mistakes play themselves out. You know what I'm saying? So says all Bo Nix does is scramble out the pocket on me. He be running, running. I was not even expecting that. Yeah, Timmy, what's good, my boy? What it do? What it do? What it do? Appreciate you for tapping in. Thank you very much. Timmy's one of the OG members of the Say Less Bets Discord. If y'all want to invite to the Discord, just shoot me a message. It's free. It ain't no price charge or nothing like that. It's free. So just let me know if y'all trying to hop in the Discord. I post all my bets in there. We try to run it up. Big Sunday today. I got a lot of spots I like and WNBAs today. I haven't even posted the WNBA stuff because I don't want to flood the channel, but I feel like I don't want people to miss out on the bread either. So it'd be like that. Okay. Now let's slide. We're on Eagles at Bucks. Kyle asks about Sam Darnold. We'll get there when we get to those games. Eagles at Bucks. Uh this is a game I really don't know what to do. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bucks are coming off a disappointing performance. Both running backs are questionable but will play. But Jalen McMillan, rookie wide receivers out. Antoine Winfield, safety out. But at the same time, Eagles, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Lane Johnson, all out as well. So this game is tough for me to call. Like I don't really understand what's going on here. What I do know though, what is a fact, is the Eagles secondary is boo boo, and Baker should be able to take full advantage of that. So fire up the Bucks wide receivers, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, fire them boys up. Um, Maybe a huge Saquon day since there's not a lot of else cooking in Philly right now. Saquon 2 tuds, that's definitely in the lay of mine. 1 tud definitely in the lay of mine. But yeah, I see this game as a toss up. Honestly, Philly hasn't won in Tampa in a while. Um, we can look at the stats here defensively. Tampa's the 25th ranked rush defense, and Philly's the 24th ranked rush defense. So they about the same right there. And then pass wise, actually Tampa's ranked a tad just a little bit worse, like 30 yards worse at the pass than Philly, 24th ranked to the 17th ranked. So it's a toss up to me, bruh. I don't know. I'd probably say Bucks and go with it just because they're at home, but good game. I don't know. Um Kyle says I'm on the Discord, but yeah, bro, I'll send you the message here once the stream's over. I'll send you the link. Real simple, real easy to join. Um So says need Mike Evans to go crazy. Yeah, he could have a big day today. Godwin could also have a big day today. Either of them, one of them. I don't know which one, but one of them's gonna go crazy, especially with the running backs both being questionable. One of them boys going crazy. If not both of them. So definitely a good shot of that happening. Kyle says Saquon's going off for the 35 plus. Do we like Dotson? You gotta think Dotson's gonna play. if you don't if no AJ Brown, no Devontae Smith, right? Dotson's next man up. But Dotson's also never been a number one in the NFL offense. So I wouldn't put like all the faith in that. I would think Sirianni, like obviously they're not just gonna run the ball 40 times a game, but I would honestly think that Sirianni will probably try to run the ball more often than not, right? And just lean on Saquon, Kenneth Gainwell, and Jalen Hurts. Uh, but don't let me talk you off of it, Kyle. Like I think obviously Dotson's the next man up. So Goddard obviously too. I would think Goddard over Dotson, honestly. Goddard just came off is just coming off a huge game too. So um Cody, what's good, bro? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Thanks for the love, man. Everybody who's tapped in, I appreciate y'all. We got the likes and the hearts and the views up already from the last stream, man. I appreciate y'all for real, man. That's love. We gotta keep this thing going. All right. Next game, next game. Jags at Texans. Hey, yo, this Jags team sucks. Hey, I'm sorry, any Jags fans out there. I thought they were gonna be better than this. We're looking at, hey, Trevor Lawrence just got paid all that money to take L's like this. Oh man, they're bad. I don't. So, so just said it. He might be up to something. So's a Steelers fan. And so said, Curse of the Terrible Towel. If y'all remember, there was that game, the Jaguars, I think they were in Pittsburgh. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they was in. Corey, what's good, my G? Hey, what it do? Corey, what's good? My boy Maui in the chat. Yes, sir. Um, yeah. Uh, so reminding me, Jaguars went into Pittsburgh and a bunch of their players like stole terrible towels from the fans. They like took the towels from the fans and was waving them all around and you know, talking shit. They was all on that. And all the OG Steelers was like, shouldn't have did that. And like ever since then, bro, I don't think the Jaguars have won a game actually. I like yeah, stomped on the flag and they was I would have to like do a little research to like nail that statement into the wall. But I'm pretty sure if they haven't won a game since then, they've only won like 2 or 3 games. And this is dating back to last year. So they haven't won a game yet this year. And I'm pretty sure they lost their last like 4 or 5 games last year too, since that shit. So curse them boys for real. And the crazy thing is, I heard somebody on the Colts on the podcast talking about doing that shit to the Steelers this game today, and they was like, "Don't do it, my boy, don't do it." Whoa, that's actually last. Okay, man. See this, my hey, my Eats Hot Takes chat already the GOAT chat. What you talking about? Because I surround myself with like-minded individuals, motherfuckers with information. Shout out Shavar in the chat. Last 8 games, L's. They've lost their last 8 games. That is pitiful. Terrible. Terrible. So it's Texans. Put your house. No, please don't do what I was just about to say. Don't do that. Please do not do what I was about to say. That was a joke. Okay. Do not do anything with your house but live in it and fix it and clean it. But for real, hammer the Texans. If the Texans lose today, it's time for them to start pressing that little red button because they just lost to the Vikings and we today we're gonna find out if the Vikings for real or not. But the Texans lose today, definitely they gotta press that. They gotta press that button. Um yes. So it was Zaire Alexander who said that. And he's a good player too. You would think he would know not to be disrespecting no terrible towel. He's the Colts leading tackler. Oh, Lord have mercy. If something happened to Zaire Alexander today, y'all gonna know why. Y'all gonna know why. Oh man. Anyways, like I said, we ain't gonna spend too much more time on this. Texans to the moon. Nico Collins should have a day. Oh, Tank Dell is out. Let's go over key injuries real quick. Tank Dell is out. Joe Mixon is out. Damian Pierce is out. So fire up Cam Akers again. Nico Collins should have 100. Diggs maybe 2 tuds. I'm just talking out my right now, but yeah, they should go off. The Texans or Jags are terrible against the pass. So uh, yeah, fire up the Texans, Stroud and the receivers. Next game. My lovely secretary is giving me a note here, real quick. Excuse me. Thank you, Vanna. Appreciate you. Love you too. All right. Uh, Next game. Rams at Bears. Rams at Bears. Okay, here goes. Oh, let's talk about it. If I don't think Caleb Williams is that. Okay, I don't. And the thing is the number gonna make you think he's that. He went for 360 some last week, but it's like he had to because they were losing. So of course you're gonna throw. I mean, I don't know. He gotta understand, like, I think there's a lot of quarterbacks who came into the NFL, they saw Mahomes, they got compared to Mahomes, and people want to start doing all these off-platform throws and stuff. And it's like, listen, bro, even as a Chiefs fan, I don't like Mahomes doing some of that stuff because it opens you up to huge shots, which Caleb is getting destroyed right now. And you're not getting your full umph into the throw if you're throwing it off 1 foot, dancing, twirling. So the other thing that the Bears aren't doing that is not helping Caleb is their run game is invisible. It doesn't exist. There is no run game, right? So then you're asking this kid to drop back and pass all the time. So is he is he getting a fair hand dealt? No. But as the number one overall pick and someone who consistently got compared to Mahomes and didn't shut down the comparisons either, you're not getting that benefit of the doubt either, brother. It ain't happening. Sorry about it. So he's just got to be better. If you ask me, this is a game he's got to win for his career, just in the sense of it's at home. You have a Rams team that is struggling right now. They're weak. No Puka, no Cup. Defense is suspect, right? Let's look at the Rams defensive numbers here. Okay, Rams are second to last against the run, giving up 177 yards a game. Well, good for the Rams. Bears can't run, so that's irrelevant. Um, but then in the past, the Rams are also 29th in the pass, right? Giving 248 yards a game. So the numbers say Bears win, but the other side has a guy named Matthew Stafford. And Stafford's been there before. He knows how to manage a game. He knows how to throw the laundry clerks. He knows how to. I mean, besides Megatron when he was in Detroit, who was he throwing? He was throwing to me. I was catching touchdowns. Y'all didn't know. I was out there hitting that bitch. Hey, yeah. So Stafford is not. He's not a stranger to throwing to people who aren't well known. So I think the sharp play is take the Rams and the points, but it's tough because all the numbers are against them. All the numbers are against them. Um, but I can't. Stafford is Stafford. So you just gotta hang your hat on that and go forward. Let's check in on these comments. Tutu leading receiver. I agree with that, Kyle. I do agree with that. It's funny how everybody started putting these other receivers ahead of Tutu and forgot last year when Cup got hurt, it was Tutu and Puka, right? And granted, these other guys might know D Rob was there, but Johnson, he wasn't there, and the Whittington kid wasn't there. But yeah, I agree. Tutu and his yards are really low right now, I think. I wanna say his yard line's set at 30, maybe 40. That's a over for sure, and his catches, I think those are at 3.5. So, yeah, I agree with you. Tutu should probably be the leading receiver for, the Rams, but I think this is a big Kyron game. I think Kyron Williams goes off this game, honestly. Um, Chicago, middle of the pack against the run, giving up 121 yards a game. A lot better against the pass, though, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 7th against the pass. So the path to victory here for the Rams is just, you know, give the pill to Kyron and watch him work. Kyron 2 wouldn't be a bad look. Kyron Tud. Uh so says running around doing all that scrambling works in college, but not in the NFL. Exactly that. Exactly that. You can do all. Oh! Hey, look. Hey! That shit updated midstream. I got y'all comments on the page. What you talking about? So says works in college, but not in the NFL, to the damn referring to Caleb Williams running around and all that. Yes, I agree with you. Uh Kyle says KC baby already know. We gonna tap in on that shortly. Dominique, thanks for topping into the stream. My brother, appreciate you. I see you doing your thing with the Iowa stuff too, as well, man. You know, if you ever want to collab on here and give some hot takes out, you're welcome to join us, brother. Dominique says Rams by 14. Damn, no faith in the Bears. Like I said, I lean Rams as well. So that's a hot take for sure, though. Spicy Rams by 14. I love it. I love it. Roshan has a big day. Yeah, because the DeAndre Swift, uh, that leash is getting shorter and shorter by the game. That is for sure. Dominique says Williams throws 3 picks. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. My boy Corey. See, man, I knew I see you out there, cuz. I was like, man, if that don't look like, and I was finna go dap you up. But then you was like, you was in your mode, bro. You was out there eating. Pretty sure, I was man. So I was, all right, man. Hey, but that looked like. See, I thought you was out there catching tuds too. Hey, man. See, I knew it, man. I knew it. Oh, snap. What other comments we got here? Shavar says, I was super high on Allen. Which Allen we talking about? I ain't gonna lie to you. I got super geeked that we was able to figure out to put the comments on the stream. I forgot what game we was on. Boy, we outside. What you talking about? Remind me what Allen you talking about, Shavar. Kyle, I think everybody was super high on Corn. And that man just has not performed, has not even getting the chances. And the thing is we should have seen this coming from McVay, because that's McVay. He runs a bell cow, and that's what it is. Like, remember Gurley, right? Gurley would touch the ball 30, 40 times a game. That's why he got arthritis in his knees now. So we should have known that that whole punt return, all that stuff was gonna be a bluff. Drafting Blake Corm was a bluff. We should have known that. That's on us. That's on us. And yeah, oh, we fancy now. Damn, Belay, man. Hey, I appreciate you tapping in, Belay. That's my boy from high school, man, college, man, OG friend right here. Okay, Belay says C Dub. I'm assuming talking about Caleb Williams has looked solid in the pocket when there is one. It's gonna be a rough game, but I think he takes another step if the O line can hold it together and if Swift stops running side to side. Bears 21-17. That score wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Whatever the score is, I think it's close. I don't think it's a blowout. I do think it's a close game. Whoever wins wins, but I do think it's a close game. But that O line is putrid, like very bad, very very bad. Hey, another OG from the sandbox. This one was before school. This sandbox days. OG friend. Avery, what's good, my brother? Thank you for tapping in, man. I really do appreciate you. Avery says, Y'all gonna stop playing for my squad in Detroit. Didn't get me any tickets. But you need some Lions tickets? You need some Lions tickets? Let me hit this parlay. See if I can send you some Lions tickets. But yeah, so yeah, ran Gurley out his shoes. That's what McVay did. It was crazy. Crazy how he did that. All right, let's move on. Next game, next game, next game. Saints Falcons. Let's try to man, I got so geeked about the comments, man. I was so geeked. We try to speed it up a little bit so we get to these bets and then sign up out of here. I call my aunt Johnny here shortly. All right. Saints versus Falcons. Oh, that's crazy. You know what? You right. You right. We messed up. But we couldn't tell nobody, you know what I'm saying? If we was out there and we told people, hey, you out there. You know what I'm saying? It was like some you know what I'm saying? It was incognito. You know what I'm saying? We had to be on the low, in the cut, rolling up. You know what I'm saying? My bad, Abe. Hey, my bad. Hey, my bad. You right, my bad. If I get the call up next time, I got you. Got you. All right. Saints, Saints Falcons, like Kyle just pointed out, yes, Olave is active. Kamara is active. Um, Falcons not really missing anybody. The right tackle's out, but aside from that, yeah, this game is another one that I kind of look at like Bucks Falcons. I'm kind of shook. I don't really know what to do. One thing I will say, here's my hot take for this game, all right? Especially because gamblers always want to try to figure it out. Fantasy people always want to try to figure it out. Uh, it's coming, right? The Taysom Hill game is coming. It happens at least once a year, sometimes twice if we're lucky. I think it's today. Hear me out. I think today's the Taysom Hill game. Okay. With Kamara coming in injured and banged up, with Olave coming in injured and banged up, I, I think Taysom Hill could get some play here. Running the ball, goal line looks. It could be the Taysom Hill game today. All right. Somebody clip this. If it happens, we outside. If it don't happen, delete the footage immediately. Um, but nah, I told y'all, man, the Saints gonna come back down to earth. They always do. Derek Carr performs, outperforms, then he underperforms. Outperforms, then he underperforms. He's average, man. And he gonna continue to be average. I'm sorry about it. But um that's why I don't, and on the flip side, Kirk Cousins looks like he's gaining a little momentum. And Bijan still hasn't really broken out yet. So I would probably lean Falcons at home, honestly. But this could be the Taysom Hill game. This definitely could be the Taysom Hill game. Okay. Uh Kyle says Saints by 7. Okay. Saints by 7. Kyle says, "Stop trying to predict Taysom games. It just disappoints people." I know, man. I know it's so hard, but everybody wants to figure it out. Everybody wants to know because it's gonna happen, right? We all know there's gonna be a game where Taysom Hill goes off for 2 touchdowns, one passing, all kind of crazy. Like we don't know when it's gonna be, but I think it's today. I'm putting my stamp on that. I think it's today. I love Bijan today. Kyle says, yeah, Bijan should have a good day today. Defensive ranking wise, New Orleans is actually pretty good against the run. 8th against the run. Okay. And they against the pass are 25th against the pass. So this could be enough. This could be Kirk game. This could be Cousins game. Um, as it seems like New Orleans is letting off a little bit more through the air than at least what I first noticed. Just looking at those numbers right there. Atlanta on the flip side, Atlanta on the flip side, we got at 11th against the pass. Okay, 176 a game and 28th against the run. So yeah, Kamara's hurt. So, you think Kamara, but guess what? 28th against the run kind of leans into too. Taysom Hill game. So we'll see. We'll see, right? We'll see. Um Saints don't cover running backs, right? Kyle asks. I'd have to look at that advanced stat a little in depth. Maybe here at the end, if we got a little bit of time at the end, I can tap into that for you. But yeah, I can't really recall that off the top of my head. All right. Four more games left because I'm not capping Sunday night or Monday night. So we just got Colts, Steelers, Vikings, Packers, Commanders, Cardinals, and Pats, Niners. So we'll do Colts, Steelers next. Okay. Uh, Steelers. Oops, that is not Colts at Steelers. That is a mistake, but it's gonna feel like it's not a mistake because hey, if you're watching that game, watch how many Steelers fans are gonna be in that stadium. Like Pittsburgh is right there next to Indianapolis, and Steelers fans already travel. I wouldn't be surprised if there's so many terrible towels in there swinging. Um, as so eloquently states, for the Steelers, it's a home game anywhere. That's that is not an overstatement. So, um, not to mention the Steelers' identity is very, very, very clear. Pound the rock, run the ball, play action, play defense. All right. This does not bode well for the Colts, y'all. The Colts are giving up a historically bad number on the ground through the first 3 games. They are giving up 179 yards on the ground. 179. That plays right into the hands of the Steelers. Najee should have a big game. No Jalen Warren to take snaps from him. Cordero could have a sneaky game. That could be a sneaky touchdown score today. Cordero Patterson. Actually, I'm gonna write that down right now as I'm talking it. Crazy. Uh George Pickens could have a good game as well because against the pass, Indianapolis is 21st. I mean, it's all bad. It's not looking good for the Colts. Because on the flip side, you got Pittsburgh, one of the better defenses in the league. Pittsburgh is number 2 against the run, and the Colts want to run. They got Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson, and then they are number 5 against the pass. So I have no, yeah, I don't the number. I'd have to look at the number, but it should be bigger than whatever it is, 2, 2.5, whatever. I think it's only that because Indy's at home, but I don't see how Pittsburgh should win. I'm gonna put that on wax. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh should win. It just looks all bad for them when it comes down to the numbers and the stats and the defensive stuff. It just don't look good. Tap into the comments. Kyle says, "What are we feeling about AD Mitchell and AR?" AR's boomer bust. I would sit AR if you had him today. It does not look like a good matchup for him at all, and AD Mitchell neither. I don't like this matchup for any Colts. Like obviously you have Jonathan Taylor, you're gonna start him. You're not sitting Jonathan Taylor, but oof, yeah, it don't look good for them. It don't look good for them. Loran, what's good, Loran? This another one of my very close homies. Thank you for tapping in. Appreciate you. She a Steelers fan as well, so that's why she out here. They should get a dub today for you. They should get a dub today for you. So said, yeah, yep. Mentioned that Jalen Warren is out. That's why I think Najee has a big game today. Najee touchdown is definitely on one of my more confident picks of the day. Also have him in a 2 touchdown lay. We'll go over that shortly. Patterson could sneak his way into the end zone. Yup, mentioned that as well. I think so too. I like that. I think I might play that as a straight, depending on what the number is. I like that as well. Anthony Richardson was looking funky. Like he just been looking funky in general. It's boom or bust for him, like there's no middle ground. It's either he's gonna go crazy or it's gonna be terrible. So yeah, Kyle, we did. We talked AR and AD Mitchell. Basically, I said I'm not a fan of them this week. I don't think they have good matchups at all. And with Anthony Richardson, I think he's more of a you play him against a poor defense type of matchup, which sucks because that's not where a lot of people drafted him as fantasy, right? They didn't draft him as a streamer, but he's kind of looking like a streamer because against really good defense, he's been struggling for sure. Um, but yeah, so that's how I kind of lean there in that game. Vikings at Packers. Okay. This is another revenge game. All right. Another revenge game. This is the revenge game angle. I think I like the Dalton angle the most, but this is my second favorite revenge game angle. Um Aaron Jones back in Green Bay in the place where they refused to acknowledge that he was a number one running back that could handle all the carries. They swore he had to split carries. Free Aaron Jones was something Matthew Berry used to tweet all the time. I was in the same boat. Aaron Jones is a phenomenal running back, and the Packers swore they couldn't give him a full workload. He goes to Minnesota, he gets a full workload, and the Vikings are undefeated still. Maybe. Can't remember. High voice, because I'm not sure. They're going crazy, okay? Like, and he's having a good year. So I think this is a big statement revenge game for him. He's definitely going to want to touch the paint. Aaron Jones touching the paint is another high confident touchdown pick I have in. Um it's not there's nothing like proving to a team who thinks that you don't have it that you do. Not to mention this is a divisional game. Not to mention the Vikings been getting questioned all year. So this is a big revenge game here for Aaron Jones. Now the Packers are one of them sneaky dangerous teams, right? If Jordan Love pulls up and Jordan Love is healthy, this game is going to be good. This is going to be a game you're going to want to watch. Um, but the question is Jordan Love there or not, right? That makes a huge difference if you ask me. Um, if Love plays, I think you gotta lean Green Bay at home. But if Love doesn't play, I think Minnesota could walk in there and steal it. I think it could happen. Jefferson's been balling. That's been the tweak of the fantasy year, right? A lot of people let Jefferson fall to the back end of the first round because we didn't believe in the quarterback play, but really we just needed to believe in Kevin O'Connell, the head coach of the Vikings. That man can dial up anybody. Shoot. Um, Tap in with the comments real quick. Kyle says, I want the Queens to win. Is Love playing? I think Pack by 3 if Love play, Queens by 7 if not. They're 3-0. Yeah, we're step for step right there in that thought process. So, definitely I agree with you there. If Love plays, I lean Packers. If Love doesn't play, I lean Vikings. Yep, they are to the undefeated. Thank you, thank you. So says he saw something that Love is active. Okay. How effective is he? Right? I think I might did that. Is that the same report? I might have saw something. They said they might still have a package from Malik Willis in there too. Like if Love still play. Interesting. I have to dive into that. Kyle says he sat, learned, and got better and jumped when he got his shot. I like Darnold. I'm gonna go. Um, mm, I'm gonna zig when you zag on that one, Kyle. I I just think Kevin O'Connell is a quarterback whisperer. Uh, like like Darnold had multiple chances to show us who he was in Carolina and in New York. And then comes to Minnesota and all of a sudden he's raw. I think I attribute that more to Kevin O'Connell just because look what Kevin O'Connell did with Joshua Dobbs last. Joshua Dobbs was leading the Minnesota Vikings to wins last year. Joshua Dobbs, right? So Sam Darnold's better than Joshua Dobbs. So the results look even better, right? That's kind of where my mind how it pieces that together. I really seeing how Sam Darnold performs right now makes me very disappointed and frustrated for Vikings fans about McCarthy. Like, if Kevin O'Connell's making this dude look like this, McCarthy was about to spaz. McCarthy was about to go off for sure. Not even a question. Um Loran says JJ going off today. Yeah. So that's another angle of this game. Thank you for pointing that out, Loran. JJ and Jair Alexander, who is questionable, they don't like each other. They do not like each other. So Jair, I mean not Jair, JJ already told him this week on Twitter. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit my gritty in your end zone." So and Aaron Jones talking about Lambeau leaping in Green Bay. So yeah, Vikings coming in there to try to snatch chains for sure. They are not playing. Kyle says he had multiple chances in shit situations, talking about Darnold, and then says True Dobbs helps your case. Yeah. Yeah, McConnell is a wizard. My boy Z, what's good, Zell? What's good, my G? Hey, shout out Arzel. Put me on to that. Yeah. Hey, I started messing with it a little bit, and guess what? Uh, yeah, I got some heat coming up. The next iteration of the logo is about to go crazy, my boy. Crazy. Avery asks, Andy Dalton against Bengals, high scoring game. Yeah. So we covered that one first. I agree with you. I think it's a high scoring game, definitely. I think Andy Dalton, if you guys missed the stream earlier, the story with the Andy Dalton Bengals thing is Andy Dalton used to be the starting quarterback for the Bengals. They benched him on birthday, which at the same time was cut day. Okay. So all the spite in the world is on this man. Andy Dalton got a chip on his shoulder the size of Mount Rushmore. I think he wants to go out there and physically take the souls from the Bengals. Like, because you get benched on your birthday, bro. And then not only that, you could have traded me, right? You didn't just have to bench me and let me sit here, but you did. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think he goes off today. Be aware, Deontay Johnson did have a little groin injury, but Leggett, first round wide receiver, first round talent. Jonathan Mingo, time to step up. I think the sneaky play in this game, I have a straight on it at plus 420, is Tommy Tremble, right? The tight end from the Panthers. Andy Dalton was finding him a little bit last week. I think he also got a red zone target. I think Tommy Tremble's a sneaky pick to find the paint today too. But yeah, a definitely high scoring game. Hey, appreciate you, Arzel. Is all, you know what I'm saying? You got me started, my boy. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Cream, my boy Jordan. Cream, what's good, my boy? He says, I got Garrett Wilson under 62 yards receiving. You agree or disagree? Sertan shutting down wide receiver ones left and right. I agree with you 100%. If the only way I'm playing Garrett Wilson is unders, for sure. 62, it's scary, right? Unders, it's basically, it's the die slow method, right? But yeah, definitely Sertan's he's gonna travel with him. And Sertan's the dude who travels with you not only on the outside, but in the slot too. So you're not going nowhere he don't want to go. So yeah, I think that's a good take, Cream. Uh, Garrett Wilson under 62 yards receiving. Kyle says take the substance out of ginger. Andy Dalton feasts on souls. Oh Shit, that's funny as hell. All right, let's hurry up. Let's wrap up. Let's wrap up. I've been out here talking. I gotta hurry up and call my auntie. Um, Commanders at Cardinals. We'll have boots on the ground in this game. I think this game also. Um, hold on. Let me send this text real quick. Okay. This game will also have fireworks, boots on the ground. Block and I will be here. I wanted to go to this game very badly just because. Um, Kyler Murray, I got him on my fantasy team. Got a lot of Marvin Harrison. I want to see Jaden Daniels in person. So, Block and I are gonna go and have a lovely afternoon at the ball game. We'll let y'all know how it is. Boots on the ground. This game could also be looked at as uh almost a double revenge game. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Cliff Kingsbury returns to the desert where he was the head coach, but got dismissed very promptly and told that his offense was a gimmick after leading Kyler Murray to QB6 his rookie year. Okay. And it looks like our buddy Cliff's up to his old games in Washington with Jaden Daniels as that man's balling right now. So you have Cliff returning to the team and fan base that called his offense gimmicky and not working. Okay. And then on top of that, you have Jaden Daniels returning to the state of Arizona. Now, if you don't know this story, I'll try to break it down real quick. We got one last game after this. We'll go over some bets and I'm going to get up out of here. Jaden Daniels started his career at Arizona State. Okay. Where he was the only good player on the team. Okay. Antonio Pierce was there. That's why the Raiders kind of wanted him to pull up. They wanted to draft him. But Jaden Daniels started his career at ASU before LSU, right? He leaves ASU and transfers to LSU. When he transfers to LSU, you guys can look this up. It's still probably on YouTube somewhere. All right. The ASU players went on Instagram Live to his locker room, to his locker in the locker room, trashed it, stole shit, was talking shit, called him trash, said he's not good anyways, get him out of here. They were dragging this man's name through the mud. He goes to LSU, has that team in the national title contention, wins a Heisman Trophy, gets drafted number 2 overall, and is balling in the NFL. And he returns to the state where, if you don't know, Arizona State is in Phoenix. It's in Tempe. So he's returning to the state where he was basically getting thrashed. Yeah, I think they want to make a statement today. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Washington wants to put up 40, and they can. They have the potential to. At the same time, I think Arizona wants to put up 42 because Kyler Murray walks around with a chip on his shoulder as well. We all know that. If you never seen that interview of him, you listen off all his accolades, he has that as well. Just petty wop. So this game should be fun, should be fireworks, should be a lot going on. Um, I lean Cardinals just because they're at home and just because the Manders defense is poor. Um, like Kyler should eat, James Conner should eat, Marvin Harrison should eat. Eckler's out, McBride's out too for the Cardinals, but I feel like the Cardinals defense is better than the Commanders defense, and then the offenses are about the same, if not maybe Cardinals a little bit better. So I'll take the Cardinals in a shootout for sure. We got boots on the ground though, so we'll let y'all know live how things are going. Tap into the comments real quick. MHJ and Kyler to the moon. Yes, sir. I got that stack a lot of places. So says Kyler about to throw for 400. He could. He could, because that Washington secondary is poor. Kyle says, can't wait for Benson to get his. Yeah, once James Conner inevitably has his 2 or 3 games that he sits out, yeah, Benson's gonna eat for sure. Ashley, man, this is another friend of mine that is very close to me. meant a lot to me at a specific time in my life. Ashley, thanks for tapping in for real. Um, Appreciate you. Comments like that is what keeps me going and keeps showing up every week, man. For real, like, and I'm gonna strive to make the stream better and better. Guests on here, logo updates, all that good stuff. Try to get some music on this thing, get it cracking. I mean, like, yeah. So I appreciate y'all. I'm never gonna forget y'all was here from the jump when we blow up. Straight up, I'm not playing. Kyle says, I don't know. I didn't know that. That changes my mind for Pickums. I love Daniels. Yeah, that was a lot of people don't know that story about him at ASU. Yeah, because really he broke onto the scene at LSU. But me, I was living in Arizona at the time when all that happened, so I had eyes on Jaden Daniels for a while, and I was like, oh man, this kid's pretty good, but the team's kind of poor. And then they did that, they trashed him and all that, and I was like, ooh, that's not a good look. And he's just been ever since. So yeah, yeah. Jaden Daniels got that dog in him for sure. For sure. Last game, we're gonna keep it nice and sweet and short because this breakdown is similar to the Jags Texans breakdown. Take the Niners, turn away, don't think twice, put your dinner money on it. You'll have dinner for 2 more days. Don't even think. Just Niners. Niners, 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 Niners. Especially they're saying Debo's back. They're saying Kittle's back. Yeah. Ain't no at San Fran. Yeah, no, 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 no. Sorry about it. So sweet and short breakdown for that one. Um, don't need to do that no more. Okay. Any more questions or anything, man? Comments, tapping in. Let me pull up some of these bets I got going. I'll put them on the screen for y'all real quick so y'all can see how we rocking in the Discord. Um Kyle says drafted Daniels at 201 in my dynasty league. Great draft. Great pick. Great pick. He's gonna feed you for a while. He's gonna feed you for a while. Loran says that boy Purdy and Kittle is back. Yes, Kittle is back. Kittle should have a day, as long as he's healthy. They should they this is that game is oof, yeah. They should blow them out. If they don't blow them out, another team that needs to hit that little red button. Panic, panic, panic. This shit is not okay. Someone save us. Um um Soren says Ramondre Stevenson going to get 1 point today. You would think, right? They don't got nobody else over there. But then it's the San Fran defense against that terrible Patriots offensive line. So who knows? Just stay away from Patriots if you can. That's how I'd look at it. That's how I'd look at it. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. All right. Couple of things I'm running today in the NFL. Couple of things I'm running today in the NFL. All right. Running this little anytime touchdown with the boost on it. I like all three of these guys to find the paint. You can see up there. I'll figure out how to like share it on the screen eventually. Aaron Jones, anytime tud. Najee, anytime tud. James Conner, anytime tud. The odds are with the boost plus 1,038. Uh, like I said, Aaron Jones revenge game. Najee Harris against historically bad Colts run defense. James Conner also against very bad run defense. Let's see here. Yeah, Washington giving up 121 yards a game on the ground. Yeah, we'll take that. Um, Kyle, right now, I mean, I kind of use whatever. Like my preferred app is FanDuel, just because I feel like it's a lot more user friendly. But Bet365 has some some props that you can SGP that you can't on FanDuel. I like DraftKings when it comes to like daily fantasy. So it just kind of depends. And then obviously, if you're a responsible gambler, you're going to shop for your best lines, right? Like if you have an app that has Aaron Jones touchdown at plus 110, but then an app with Aaron Jones touchdown at plus 130, you're going to want to play the one with the plus 130, right? So, um, so one for Florida, Kyle, I think check prize picks or underdog. Check one of those 2 if they or maybe Fanatic? No, that's a new one. That probably isn't. Check Prize Picks or Underdogs. That might be good for you down there in Florida. I'm unsure though. Um, here's a one. Here's a touchdown lay that's a little bit more risky. My like kind of medium confident one. Okay. Chris Godwin anytime, Nico anytime, Chuba anytime, Marv anytime. Okay. Um like all those guys to touch the paint. Also in the morning slate, Saquon to score, Kyron to score. Those are all live as well. Um, I got a 2 touchdown, mega dumb, stupid, dumb lotto. If it hits, y'all are gonna see me in a mansion next episode. Okay, I'm gonna share that with y'all. Hey, no worries, Kyle. Thanks for topping in, brother. I appreciate you for staying so long. Definitely. All right. Here's the stupid dumb mega dummy stupid dumb dummy mega lotto. Okay, you guys listen. Do with this what you will. This could flop, but this could be the end of poverty. All right. Aaron Jones 2, Najee 2, Saquon 2, James Conner 2, TK 2. Now, I round robin this by 3. If you're unfamiliar with what round robin is, that basically means, and I do it cheap. I use a quarter. I put a quarter on the round robin by, I lied, by 3. I did say 3 or 2. By 3. 2 is actually probably a lot more smart because 3 of those hitting is already a long shot, but scare money don't make money, I guess, right? 25 cents. Put it on the round robin by 3. It'll come out to $2.50, but your total payout if it all hits is about 1,700. Um, if they all hit and you just place it without the round robin, yeah, like I said, you're gonna feed generations. So, that's my Hail Mary play of the day. I like those other 2 touchdowns. The first one I like a lot better. We got more plays in the Discord as well. If you guys want to tap in, just shoot me a message. I'll send you a link. Kyle, I'll send you a link already. Kind of feel like I've been talking, rambling a little bit. So, hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you have tapped in, if you are tapping in, or if you're going to tap in, I really do appreciate you for real. Let's keep climbing, man. Let's keep making these videos. Let's keep touching. Pause. About to do another fucking no Diddy. Damn. Keep reaching the masses. Oh, let's keep reaching the masses. Share, comment, subscribe. Let's get this bread, like Corey say. Man, let's rock, y'all. For real, for real. Thanks for tapping in.